My husband bought new sheets. He never notices things like sheets. These were the exact ones we looked at on our first date. I need to explain why that's significant. Our first date wasn't dinner or a movie like normal people. We met on a dating app and he suggested we go to a home goods store because he'd just moved into a new apartment and needed basically everything. He said walking around a store would give us plenty to talk about without the pressure of sitting across from each other at a restaurant. I thought it was the strangest idea I'd ever heard, but something about it charmed me. We spent 3 hours wandering through that store talking about everything. Our families, our jobs, our worst fears, our biggest dreams. At one point we ended up in the bedding section, and I pointed at a set of deep blue sheets with tiny silver stars embroidered along the edges. I said these are beautiful but way too expensive for sheets. He looked at them for maybe 2 seconds and said yeah, I guess, and moved on to ask about my favorite book. That's my husband. He doesn't notice details like thread counts or decorative stitching. He notices people. He noticed me that day in a way no one ever had before. We've been married for 11 years now, 3 kids, a house with a mortgage we'll be paying until we die, a life that's full and busy and wonderful, but also exhausting in ways I couldn't have imagined when I was 26 wandering through a store with a stranger who would become my everything. Last Tuesday I came home from work and found a package on the bed. Inside were those exact sheets, deep blue with tiny silver stars embroidered along the edges, the same ones from 11 years ago. I stood there holding them, trying to understand how this was possible. He never remembered things like this. He forgot our anniversary twice in the first 5 years. He once bought me a birthday card that said happy retirement because he grabbed the wrong one and didn't notice. The idea that he would remember a throwaway comment about sheets seemed impossible. I found him in the kitchen making dinner and asked about it. He got quiet and turned off the stove and asked me to sit down. My heart started pounding because nothing good ever follows those words. He told me he'd been keeping something from me for months. He didn't
Scan the QR code to download TikTok. The subsequent story endings are explosive and full of hidden surprises waiting for you. You can also get rewards by creating a new account.